Government is calling for intensified efforts to end the scourge of violence. As I was telling you earlier, the Department of Women and People with Disabilities, as well as Children, has today launched the campaign for 16 days of activism for no violence against women and children. It happened here in Johannesburg. Our reporter on the story is Tshegoaco Moagi. We'll hopefully be able to speak to her this time. There she is. Tshegoaco, what exactly does this plan include that we've not heard before?
Well, good afternoon to you, Tshegoaco. That's a very pertinent question as to what is the plan from government side about, finding or helping women really in this particular instance. We heard from the Minister, Mashabane, speaking about, the issue of having such exhibitions here at Newzroom for women to empower women. And she says that when women are empowered, then they will not find the need or see the need to actually stay in abusive relationships. So that there's an empowerment issue that is taking place here this afternoon. And that's just one of the plans that government is putting in place really to ensure that women are empowered and for women to support each other. And some of the exhibitions that we've seen here, we spoke earlier to a lady who's now teaching self-defense after she herself had her own traumatic experience. And we've also spoken to other people who are part of the Gun Association of South Africa. And they themselves are women who are training women to actually fire firearms, but they are saying that this is all for self-defense mechanisms. So, of course, this is quite a large exhibition here. A lot of women here exhibiting the work that they do. We did, we heard, of course, from the Minister that this exhibition is quite an important one, especially for women in this industry. And I'd like to speak to one such lady who is here as well to speak about her body and hair oil. Good afternoon to you. Thank you for your time. Just give us details about your product and why you decided to come through to Newzroom today.
Good afternoon. My name is Mpho Hafani, and I'm the managing director of Femate. We manufacture hair and skin products using macadamia nut oil. The macadamia, I know it's a very rare kind of nut, and we actually here to show other women that as women we can own businesses, we can do things for ourselves, which will help us to make better decisions. Then we will say no to violence against women. So that's why we are here. We are here to showcase, to show our products, to show that we are in businesses and what is it that we are doing.
Now, we do know that, 16 Days of Activism, as you've said, it's against the violence of women and children. From government's perspective, we heard briefly from the Minister as to what the plan is, really. Are you satisfied with what you heard? But what more do you think they can do during this campaign?
I think what they can do during this campaign is more and more of trainings than just a talk. It's more of engaging with women and children and understanding the issues that we are facing as our country. And by understanding it, I mean being involved in bringing the change and not just on the book to say this is what is going to happen. Can we start seeing it happening? Can they help small businesses? We are here as small businesses. Can they help us to be on the market? You can see our products, these beautiful products. We want to see them on the shelves. We want to see them, reaching all these people that are here in South Africa and having products that are manufactured by ourselves here in South Africa. I think that's phenomenal.
All right, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Just one of the ladies here at Tshegoaco who's doing her own thing. She's got her own business here and really just speaking to us about the work that she does. This afternoon, I'd like for us to just take a walk, a brisk walk, just to show you what the situation is like here. You've got a lady here who's got almond tissue oil, sweet almond tissue oil that you can actually get for yourself as well, and other products that she actually sells. And then you've got other products here, for younger children. We understand it's called the Kiddo Cool. And those are just some of the products that are here as well. And quite an interesting one is around, the issue of asking a health care professional about the rape survivor kit. And I'd actually like to then bring in On Point here. Good afternoon to you, Buitumelo. Just give us details of what you do as On Point Healthcare, especially when it comes to rape survivors.
On Point Healthcare's main objective is to provide rape survivors with a rape survivor kit within 72 hours after the incident. So we would be providing the survivor kit involves treatment against HIV and AIDS, against pregnancy, and against sexually transmitted infections. We have a network of healthcare professionals nationally where a rape survivor can actually go and get the initial screening that has to be done by a healthcare professional, and collaboratively with SAPS, we would then be able to take the case further.
Now, we do know that some rape, some rape survivors would not be very keen to actually go this route, to get this kit and to go through the whole process of laying a criminal charge. How do you help in that instance? Are there psychologists that you also work with to assist in an instance like that?
Yes, considering that a rape incident is quite traumatic. So in our rape call center, we have healthcare professionals who actually support with the medication program, compliance and adherence. And we also have social workers who also help with the psychosocial element, which obviously as a rape survivor, you deal with these issues for a long term. So we do have a program that actually supports on a long-term basis the rape survivor to deal with a traumatic incident.
All right, thank you so much, Vitumelo Tshegoaco from On Point Healthcare, really just giving us details about the work that they do and how they assist rape survivors. So it's quite a large exhibition, some clothing here as well. We've got Zazi's juice, for women that obviously would like to have a cup of juice. And this is what the minister was really saying, that the supporting of small businesses to ensure that women actually are able to sustain themselves. You've got things like Scalp Magic as well, with castor oil and vitamin E, of course, another hair product that is here. And these are just some of the things that we see here at Tshegoaco, where women are supporting women to ensure that, they are able to sustain themselves. And what government is saying is that if women are empowered and if they are financially stable, they won't necessarily rely on an abuser and then decide to stay in that very relationship.
Tshegoaco Moagi, thank you very much for that update from Newzroom.